friends. How you doing? I am doing well. I am doing well. I am doing superb. I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. But something happened today, and of course, as always, I got to share my crazy experiences with my friends, and that be you. That be all you guys. That be you guys. It'd be all my subscribers, the people that took the time to hit the subscribe button and watch me on my rants and raves and rides and purchases and things that I do, which are right and wrong and confusing sometimes. But you're there with me. You're there with me, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and that's what I gotta say about that. But I made a little goof today. Okay, now listen. A while back, a long time ago, in a loaded bank account far away, I had some money. I had some money, and I had my heart set on a purchase. Now, if you are a Batman, Christian Bale Batman fan, you're going to be on board with this purchase, but then in a way you're going to be like, I don't understand what your thought process was. I don't even understand why this became a thing, but this is a thing. Now I'm going to be using pictures. There's going to be pictures up here because I can't even, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So I already own the Christian Bale Batman 1/6 scale action figure. Okay, I already own it. I own the D12 or whatever it is. But then they were coming out with the Batman, the beginning action figure of Christian Bale, which I wanted to get because he's a little more flexible. Let's just say that the 1/6 scale D12 figures, they're made of rubber and everything that you can't really pose them in a certain direction because then you end up getting cracks or whatever. I don't understand the whole concept behind this yet. I'm a newbie to this 1/6 scale collecting, but as you can tell from some of my videos, I've been purchasing a lot of them, and they're expensive. I'm telling you, I don't think I've gotten one I think the cheapest one I got was like $75. All the rest we're talking $300, $500, $1,000. I mean, listen. When the pandemic done hit and all that money started falling from the heavens, okay, I made some purchases, okay. So yeah, I wasn't really thinking very well, but they were releasing, okay, the brand new Christian Bale and the Batmobile / Tumbler, okay? And I was like, yeah, I need that. I need that in my, I need this. I need this in my life. I need this thing in my life. I need to display it. I need to put it in my living room. I'm gonna put it on top of a shelf. It's gonna go on a shelf, and I'm gonna display the brand new Batman Begins Christian Bale right on the side of it, and it's gonna look amazing. I'm gonna put the Christian Bale head on because it comes with a Batman head and a Christian Bale head. I'm still kind of up in the air with that, but I'm thinking maybe just a Christian Bale head standing on the side of the Batmobile. Okay, now this Batmobile is not just regular Batmobile. This is a 1/6 scale Batmobile. It has lights. It lights up. Okay, it opens up. Things open up. It is a almost exact replica of the original Batmobile from the movie. Okay, from the Batman Returns and was it Batman? No, not Batman Returns. Wait, well, great. I'm gonna mess up. Oh, I'm sorry. The Dark Knight Rises, and what's the other one over there? Let's see. And Batman Begins. Okay, there we go. So I'm making payments. Okay, this was like I purchased a real vehicle. This is probably the most expensive vehicle I probably ever purchased in my life. I actually put a down payment. Okay? I had to put a down payment on this vehicle. I had to put a down payment on this car. Okay, and then every month after that, I had to make a payment on it. This was a car payment. I made a car payment on a 1/6 scale Batmobile car. Okay, now I'm not even going to get into the fact that I already have pre-ordered a 1/6 scale DeLorean for my Back to the Future figures because they need their time machine. Okay, you can't have a Back to the Future figure without a DeLorean time machine because Marty and Doc Brown they can't time travel if they ain't got their time machine. Just like Batman cannot make it back and forth to the grocery store without his Batmobile / Tumbler. So listen, this will happen. So I'd be making these payments. I'm making these payments on these things, and I'll tell you, they're a little hefty. They were little hefty payments. I mean, it was like, I think it was per month. I was paying, I think, $150 a month or something like that. That was a hefty payment, okay? But I was buying a car. Okay, you know what? Probably this car is never going to break down on me, okay? This car is never, the biggest issue I might have with this car is buying the correct lithium battery so that the batteries don't leak, so that the lights light up. Maybe a light might blow out. Hopefully not, okay? But there's a possibility. But this is probably the best vehicle, best investment on a vehicle that I probably ever made in my life, because they say as soon as you drive that car off a lot, a real car off the lot, you lose value of your car. This one does not lose its value. It's not going to lose its value. It's only going to increase in value because they only make so many of them, and then after a while they disappear, and then you end up going on eBay and you see people flipping them for twice as much. Okay, so this vehicle was an investment. It was an investment. So I get an email from Sideshow Collectibles saying your tumbler is early. It's gonna be released early. If you want to make your last additional payment on your Batmobile, you can have it now. You can have it by the end of the week. We will send it to you, UPS. So yeah, your mailman don't fire that stuff across the porch because it's delicate and it's expensive, and you got to sign for it. You got to be here to sign for the vehicle. So I'm like, yes, I'm on board. Last payment. There you go. It's in the can. And here comes my Batmobile. UPS done sent me a tracking. I know where the vehicle is. It's traveling from here to here. I got a map. I got a scroll. I got a map quest going thing. It was amazing, okay? I was so amazed, so excited, so happy. Here come Christian Bale. You're going to be getting your car, okay? You're getting your tumbler, okay? Then my crazy overthinking head decides, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna watch a couple unboxings on YouTube. Yeah, and then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on Sideshow Collectibles and find out the scale, like the actual size of this. Now it says 1/6 scale, so 1/6 scale is actually 1/6 scale the size of a real whatever. Okay, if you can kind of understand that. So if I buy a 1/6 scale figure, it's 1/6 scale the size of the human being. So if I have a 1/6 scale Christian Bale, I got a 1/6 scale the size of a Christian Bale in my hand right here. It might be about this big. Well, I do the measurements, and I look at the measurements on Sideshow, and I have a panic attack. Okay, I have a full-blown panic attack because this ain't gonna fit on no shelf. This might not even fit on my kitchen table, okay? It might not. This thing is gymongous, okay? It is huge. It's like 3.5 feet long by 2.5 feet wide by 10 feet tall. 10 feet. Wow, 10 inches tall. I was like, whoa. So the wife's sleeping. I'm watching these videos. I figured this out. The wife's sleeping. I got nobody to talk to. I'm panicking. I'm like, oh man, they're gonna deliver this thing, and where are we gonna put it? Where are we gonna put it? Now listen, my wife is very, very understanding and very, very lenient when it comes to my collection. She enables me. She's an enabler. She enables me to buy the things that I want to buy, but telling her that we no longer have a kitchen table anymore because I have to put the Batmobile on the kitchen table, that was going to be a tough one, okay? So I sent her a message at work and the next day, and I explained to her the kind of the mistake I kind of made. I'm like, I didn't really take into consideration the size of this vehicle. So she's like, well, maybe you need to start sleeping on the couch because you can put the tumbler on your bed. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't even think of that, but that's an idea. But I didn't think of that. I was thinking more along the lines of maybe the kitchen table, and like maybe when we have like Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas or whatever, we just kind of move the tumbler and it will look nice in our dining room area. And she's like looking at me like, yeah, no. she's like, I think you can get it to fit here. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Once we open the box itself is gonna be like almost 4 feet long, just the box, and then inside the box is the tumbler. And the other thing is, I'm messaging my son. I'm like, listen, I know you gotta get picked up from school today. I know I gotta pick you up, but if UPS don't show up before the time you're getting out of school, you be walking. You be walking, because I am not letting any mailman, I don't care, UPS, American Express, FedEx, American Express, where did that come from? Anyway, I ain't let nobody rehandle this item. Once it comes to my porch, it is coming to me into my house, and it is going to be taken out of the box by myself and assembled by me very delicately and calmly, because this was a major, ridiculous, crazy investment. And I got to the point where, listen, I started getting really down on myself. I got really down. I started going on like Facebook Marketplace, and I started going on like different websites, and I'm like, what if I want to sell this thing? What if I made such a, this was before I got it in the mail, what if I made such a big mistake that I need to unload this thing? Now I'm gonna tell you right now, it cost them $100 to ship it to my house. $100. I ain't got $100. So somebody wants to buy this thing off me. Let's say I did want to sell it, which I don't. I'm not gonna sell it. I'm absolutely in love with it. I don't care if we have to get rid of the love seat, the couch, the TV, and a couple other things. Listen, this thing gonna be in my living room somewhere. Okay, the wife gonna be on board as soon as she sees it, because she's gonna fall in love with it. She's gonna fall in love with it the way I fell in love with it. So listen. So the mailman comes, he brings this 4-foot box to the thing, rings the doorbell. I'm watching the security cameras. Matter of fact, I got up this morning at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and 7:30 or so, and I've been sitting here watching the security cameras since 7:30, just sitting there, just sitting staring. I didn't want this to be like listen, my regular mailman. Sometimes I think you don't want to, not the regular one, but the extra guy, that old guy I think he just hates people. He'll just stick the little orange label on my door, and he'll just walk away. He won't even knock. He won't knock. I got a doorbell. He can knock. Okay, he can open the door and knock. I got security cameras. There's many ways that he can get in contact with me inside the house. But he chooses to just put the little label on the door and take my item away and walk away with it. And then I have to physically get in my car and drive jet speed to the post office, or try to find him on the side of the road somewhere. This happens to me all the time, okay? Because I got a sickness. I got a mail receiving sickness. But this thing was special. This was over the top. This was big. But the deal is that I'm looking into this thing, so now I'm panicking. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this thing? What if it doesn't fit in the house? What if it doesn't fit through the front door? I mean, I didn't even take anything into consideration with this thing. I just saw it, fell in love with it. I was like, I'm buying it. That's it. I'm buying you, Mr. Christian Bale. Number 2, so you're gonna go on the side of the Batmobile, so I can still have my other Christian Bale in the glass case next to Michael Keaton and Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson and Bruce Wayne, Michael Keaton without the Batman cowl and everything. I needed a Batman to go on the side of his Batmobile. So I went out and I bought both these things. Now, the Batman is not out yet. He's still on pre-order. He has not come in yet. But the car is here. But then I'm like, what if I messed up? What if I want to get rid? I can't get rid of this thing. I can't get rid of it. Now, it's here. I'm not planning on getting rid of it. Don't message me before. I had somebody message me not too long ago. Well, I'll buy that thing off of you if you're not happy with it. Nah, listen, it's already... The other thing is already taken care of, but this thing ain't going nowhere. I am in love with this thing, and the DeLorean. I've been wanting a 1/6 scale DeLorean to go with Marty and Doc for years. As long as I wanted that leg lamp from Christmas Story. Which, kids, if you're watching this video, my kids, my personal kids, listen, the thing's like $250. You're all working. Chip in and buy your father a leg lamp so he can stick in his window. I want a major reward. I've been asking for the same gift for the last 10 years, but almost 10 years I've been asking. Listen, they didn't have jobs a long time ago. I can understand that, but now they're working. If I have to put in the front window, I'm sure my wife would be really happy about that one. But I've been wanting that leg lamp, but it's a specific one. Okay, I don't want a little tiny one. I don't want one of those ones that you put on your desk. I've been on the hunt for the longest time. I want the leg lamp that comes in the crate. It has to come in the Fragile crate, okay? So that way, when Christmas time is over, I can put my leg lamp back in the Fragile crate and bring it down to the basement. And then when Christmas time comes again, I bring the Fragile crate back up again. I can reenact the whole scene of it. Could be anything. It's a major award, you know. It's a lamp. It was indeed a lamp. Yeah, I have dreamed about this. Christmas time's coming, kids. It's my birthday. My birthday and Christmas, same day. So get on the ball, chip in together, and get me my leg lamp, full size. I think it's like 34 inches. Get the right one. Okay, get the right one. Okay, I'll appreciate it. That's all. That's all I've been asking for. Every year I get something different. I get something weird. I get stuff I don't even want. I don't get it. I mean, I guess the are in the right places. I don't even think they are. I don't even think the heart's in the right place. I think they literally go, that look, that'd be good for Dad. No, I love Father's Day gifts when you get that Father's Day shirt. You know that Father's Day shirt that you know, you're probably looking at me like, you're a monster. You don't appreciate your gifts that you get from your kids. Just, I appreciate everything I get from my kids, but they have a tendency, especially around Father's Day. One year I got this Father's Day shirt. The thing was sky blue. Sky blue. Now, you guys watch this video. I wear black. Everything I own is black. Black, white, red. I don't mind black, white, and red. I'm good with all of those colors right there. But sky blue. This was like a girly color. I'm sorry. I gotta say, but it reminded me of like it was so blue. It was so blue, and it was like one of these world's greatest father shirts. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be wearing that one. I'm gonna be walking around with my sky blue, not matching anything that I got in the world. Dang, look at me. I'm the greatest father ever. Yeah. Anyway, so with that said, yeah, the Batmobile is here. Pictures. The thing's like 3 feet long, 2.5 feet wide. Whew, it's a monster. It's a monster. And I haven't even opened it yet. I haven't opened it yet. I'm waiting for, we're actually having a family get together, and we're going to have an unboxing together, okay, as a family, because I told my daughter, I said, this thing's like bigger than your daughter. The box itself is bigger than her daughter. The thing is humongous. All right, I got some stuff. I picked up. And I got something I have to open, and I want to tell you about it and what's going on, and maybe you'll be a little bit excited. Now, first thing I got in the mail, I got something in the mail. I ordered a copy of Pleasantville because for some reason the price on Pleasantville is going up. Now, if you don't know what Pleasantville is, it's a Tobey Maguire, Reese Witherspoon movie. Has to do with this kid that's obsessed with black and white TV shows or old-time TV shows, and he actually ends up going into the TV show, and his sister goes into the TV show. But the thing is back in the day with the black and white TV shows, everything was pure and innocent and wonderful, and everything was like a Leave It to Beaver or a what am I thinking of? Actually, Leave It to Beaver is like, I think I'm right on the money with Leave It to Beaver. It was like a Leave It to Beaver or Mayberry there. Well, I'm looking at the Honeymooners, and I don't really want to compare it to the Honeymooners. I want to do like, why do I keep saying Mayberry? Andy Griffith Show. Yeah. So or Donna Reed or one of those things, like those wholesome, just wonderful little black and white TV shows, and he gets sucked in by some kind of mistake, and because the sister isn't so pure, and she introduces things to the boys, and all of a sudden everybody starts turning into color. It's actually a really good movie. If you've never seen it, it's really, really good. It's one of those very warm, eye-opening, feel-good movies if you haven't ever seen it before. But the price has been going up. I don't know why the price has been going up, so I was like, I gotta snag this thing, because it's probably one of these things where it's going out of print, and that's why the price is going up. But it's not abnormally up. You know what I mean? Like, I believe I paid $12 for it, but now if you try to buy it on Amazon, I think it's like up to $20 or whatever. And usually when they hit around $20, the next move is like out of print. To me, I don't know. When Amazon does that $20 thing, the next thing's out of print. So I ended up picking that up, and I opened that up right away. Then I was on a hunt. For this because I didn't even know that it was released. Now, I watched 3/4 of the series, I guess. I think is this a Hulu? It's on Hulu, yes. And it's the Pam and Tommy, the greatest love story ever told. Is that what they call this thing? Wait, the greatest love story ever sold. I'm sorry. Why did I get this? Number one, I'm a big Motley Crue fan. I don't really think that this guy depicts Tommy Lee as Tommy Lee. This guy seems very, very short. I don't know. And the Pamela Anderson person that plays Pamela Anderson is Pamela Anderson-ish. Okay, but I really got it because it's got Seth Rogen in it. And I like Seth Rogen, and it for some reason, and please tell me if I'm wrong, or maybe they're gonna do this later. This did not get a Blu-ray release. I don't know why it didn't get a Blu-ray release. Maybe because it was on Hulu. It did get a Hulu release. This was $12.95, and I ended up buying this at Walmart. Because I couldn't find it anywhere. It's going for $12.95 also on Amazon, but then I would have had to buy certain other things in order to get that free shipping, and then they would have hit me with the tax and all that stuff like that. Yeah. So I decided to go on a little hunt and try to find the copy of this thing. It's a 2-disc set, so it's like the whole series, because that's what it was. It was like a mini series on Hulu, and it's still on Hulu. So if you're a streamer, you can go stream it on Hulu. If you're a Pam and Tommy Motley Crue fan, you want to know what happened behind the scenes, or somewhat what happened behind the scenes, from, I guess, the Tommy Lee point of view of the situation. But or actually, is it the Tommy Lee point of view, or is it the guy that was working on the house that got kind of messed up over, like Tommy Lee messed him over, because they really kind of depicts Tommy Lee as being a real jerk in this movie. So it's one of those things where the less I know about Tommy Lee, the better. You just play your drums, Mr. Tommy Lee, and you make me laugh, and that's good enough for that. But that's available, and that's something that I wanted to get, because I did see some of it, and I enjoyed it. Last thing is a package. Now this thing is something that I have been wanting for a while. I know it's in it. I know it's in it because I got a notification saying that it was coming in today, and I was keeping an eye on it, because this is actually an out-of-print Blu-ray that is going for quite a bit of money. Now, I have not opened it yet. And it came from Scott Hefty. Oh, sorry, Scott. From Puyallup, Washington. Puyallup, Washington. Okay. Well, Mr. Hefty had an auction. He had an auction for this Blu-ray. And there are certain Blu-rays out there that are out of print, that I am constantly on the hunt for. I'm trying to think of this one in particular. Okay, there's a DVD. There's a DVD called The Kiss, starring Meredith Salinger. I've been hunting that one for ages, but it's a DVD, only available on DVD. Never was available on anything else. I've been hunting for that thing for forever, okay? And I can't find that thing nowhere. And right now the flippers are going crazy. They're selling it. Originally, for a while, it was only like $50, and I should have pulled the trigger at the $50, but now it's up to like $200, okay? So I hate when that happens. But I'm assuming, because it does not have a Blu-ray release, my hopes and prayers is that eventually it will get a Blu-ray release, and then I'll just buy it on Blu-ray. It will come out probably from like a Kino library, or LaBra Kino title or whatever, and I'll be able to pick it up there. Yeah, like there's a few. Oh, the other one is the one with John Candy, Delirious. That's another one that I've been hunting. Okay, so there's certain ones I have in my eBay like search thing that I get updates whenever there's a new one released. And the movie Delirious is the only John Candy movie that I'm missing. Yeah, I got every single other one but that one on Blu-ray, and I've been hunting for that one forever too. And that one, unfortunately, is also out of print, and I'm not paying. That one's not really that bad. That one's really around, you can get it between $50 to $60 at certain times. Sometimes you can get it for $45. But I can't pull a trigger. I can't do it right now. I just don't feel that I believe was a Kino release, and at the time I should have bought it. I had it in my car. I should have bought it. It's one of those kicking myself things. Now we got this. Now, me being a humongous, huge, absolutely adore Gene Wilder. I am a Gene Wilder fan. Not only a fan of his movies, a fan of the man, a fan of the person, a fan of the person that he was, the fan of his humble. He was such a humble person. Like he didn't want to do movies afterwards for certain reasons. Like he thought that he only wanted to do movies that had purpose. They had to have purpose, and they had to have like some kind of thing going on. Like he after he did so many movies with Richard Pryor with all the swearing and everything, he changed his ways. He went behind that. He's like every script I'm getting has bad language in it. The times are changing. Everything's graphic nudity and everything's swearing and everything. I don't want to do those kind of movies. I don't want to do that. But if I ever get a good script again, I'll do it. Unfortunately, his passing, he never did do anything after. I don't even remember what his last movie was. But I do know he did a couple of movies with Richard Pryor, and then I have everything that Gene Wilder released so far on either Blu-ray or DVD. I'm still working on upgrading all of those. I'm missing like a couple of weird ones. The Producers is one of them that is dirt cheap, but I have not grabbed it yet. I should grab that one. I don't know why I have not. I don't know why it wasn't part of the Mel Brooks Blu-ray box set. I don't know why that didn't happen, but. In here, the story behind this is it is a Blu-ray, so I'm gonna make sure that okay. So hopefully it's an American Blu-ray, because this was the deal, is you could get this Blu-ray in a foreign title for like $15, $18, $20, okay? But I wanted the official US release of it because of such a big fan I am of Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. And this was the only Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor duo. Actually, I'm lying because they have not released yet. No, they did. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. I was thinking See No Evil, Hear No Evil, but I have that actually in a 3-pack. So they did release it. But if you know, Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor did some great movies together. They did Stir Crazy, which was absolutely my absolute favorite from them. And then they did See No Evil, Hear No Evil, which I absolutely loved. And is that it? There was only 3. Maybe I underestimated or whatever. I don't know. But then there was this one, okay? And you're gonna see it first before I see it. Let's see if it's the American release. Now, if it's the American release, it's not gonna have a little. If it's not the American release, it's gonna have a little circle in the corner, and it's gonna be a it's gonna say like the rating on it or whatever. That's what they usually do if it's like a European or a Canadian release or whatever. If it's not, you ain't gonna have none of that. It's just going to be the Blu-ray with nothing on it, and it is a copy of Silver Streak. And is it yes? This is the American copy, and it is in good condition. Minus, yep. Okay, we're good. Minus the cracked case. We have a cracked case. Yep, look at that. Yeah, case is all cracked up there, all cracked over there. But do not fear, my friends. Do not fear. Because thanks to the $1.25 tree, I got this Spanish version of, what was this? This was a Spanish version of, what is this? Wow, what's the name of the Purge? Like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. This is the Purge something or whatever in Espanol. 12 Hobradas para Sabrana el Inigo. Okay, I already own this. On Blu-ray, the American version. I was not aware that this was the Spanish version of the Purge 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1, whatever this is. I don't know if this is the America, like Saves America. I don't even know what the titles are anymore. I lost track of my purges. They already purged so many times. So what I'm gonna, so this was like right in front of me. So this is like a sign. This is like, okay, take this case and put this case on your expensive out of print Blu-ray, and you're gonna be in perfection here. Now this is the deal with this. There was an auction, and the deal was we had one bidder on the auction. One bidder. And I was like, I'm going to set the price. I'm going to set the price. Now, they started the bidding at like $20. Right there, if it was a buy it now for $20, I would have bought it. Because this thing has been going for like 40, 60, 80. It's been jumping around, fluctuating in price or whatever. So I would have grabbed it for 20, but it was an auction, okay? And somebody had already bid $20. But you know people don't bid $20. Okay, they be bidding like $20.50. And just so they can put you just a little bit over. So that way, if you're one of those people that wait till the last minute or second or whatever it is, and you hit the price that you want, that 50 cents is gonna mess you up, and they're gonna win. They're gonna win because you put, let's say that the auction it was like $21.50 or whatever, and it will only show that it's $20, and then it says you can bid 21. You go to bid the 21, and then they're gonna get you for the 50 cents, and you're gonna lose the bid. So what I did is I was like, you know what? I got the price set. I know what I want to pay for this. I know what I want to pay. I want to pay $27 for this. That's what I want to pay. No more, no less. $27, free shipping. That's what I want to pay. That's what I'm gonna pay. So I waited till 30. That's another thing. I got there's a whole game going on in my head, my friends. A whole game when it comes time to when you're a part of the auction. I'm moving my razor knife because I fall down on my foot and cut my toe off. When you play in this game on eBay, it's fun. It can be fun, but I'll tell you right now, it's the blood pressure. Okay, it works on my blood pressure. My face, when I'm bidding on an auction, my face gets red. Like it gets hot. I feel like I might could have a stroke. I could have a heart attack. I am like at the edge of my seat, and I'm like, I want to win it. I want to win it. So, and then the other thing so what I did is I waited till I'm like 33 seconds. 33 seconds. I already got I got the $27 put in there. 33 seconds. I'm like, at 33 seconds, I'm gonna hit enter, and I'm gonna enter the $27 in 33 seconds, and then I'm gonna shut my iPad off. I'm gonna shut it off. I'm not even gonna know if I won. I want to be surprised. I want to be surprised later on at night when I get the notification from eBay, or I get the notification on my eBay page that says pay now or whatever. So I hit it. 33 seconds. Boom, hit it. $27. Boom, hit it. shut off the iPad, and I walked away. I went and watched TV. I was like, you know what? And it just lingered in my head. I'm like, next time I go on my iPad, I'm gonna see if I got the surprise, see if I won, see if I see. It's like Publishers Clearinghouse all over again. Like it's like that guy that knocked on my door there. What's that guy? The old guy's name there? What was that guy that used to hang around with Johnny Carson and oh man, come on, John. Here's Johnny. What the heck was the guy's name? You know the guy that used to knock on the door with the Publishers Clearinghouse. He wanted to give you $5 billion as long as you bought like 50,000 magazines. What the heck was his name? That's bad. Johnny Carson and I can't believe I just slammed that down. Hang on a second.
Come on there, Google. Hey Siri. Dang you again. Hey Siri. Who is Johnny Carson's co-host? Who is Johnny Carson's co-host? Siri? Hey, Siri?
She hates me. Hold on. Ed McMahon. Ed McMahon. Why couldn't she tell me? Why couldn't she just tell Ed McMahon? Yes, remember Ed McMahon used to knock on your door, and he had that big old check that I always wondered as a little kid, like, where's the big old bank that cashed that big old check? And he would come at the door and be like, yes, you just won Publishers Clearinghouse. You're set for the rest of your life or whatever. But the trick to Publishers Clearinghouse, I used to tell my mother all the time, my mother and father would be like, why don't we ever enter Publishers Clearinghouse? Because you got to take the stamps, you have to put the stamps in the thing, and you put the stamps in the thing, and then what happens is you have to buy a certain amount of magazines. It's all about buying the magazines, okay? Ed McMahon be selling magazines. That's what he's a magazine seller, okay? That's what he was doing. If you bought enough magazines, you might win that big ass check. That's the way it went. But this was the deal. That's the feeling I get when I do that kind of auction thing. So when I turned on the iPad later on, there was 20. Actually, I'm lying. I'm lying to you people, okay? Because this is what happens. If you can't outbid yourself. So if you are at $21 or something like that, or $21.50 or whatever, and you bid $27, they have to give it to you for your lowest bidding price. And I had already originally bid, I think it was like $25. So I ended up winning this thing for $25. So I finally got to finish my whole Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor, Blu-ray collection. Okay, I got them all now, except there's one more. Oh, is it like only you? Is it only you? Only you? There's one more. There's one more movie that they did together, and it does not have a Blu-ray release. It doesn't. I think it's called Only. Is it Only You? Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor movies. Okay, let me see here. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's a DVD. That's a DVD. Another You. And that one I do not believe is available on Blu-ray as of yet. I could be wrong. Comment below. I might be wrong. With that said, my friends, hey, thank you for hanging out with me today. Listen, as you can see, my mood is enhanced. I got an enhanced mood going on. I'm happy. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's make believe like I'm Ed McMahon and I just delivered a big check at your door. And in order for you to receive that check, you got to hit the subscribe button. Okay, you hit that subscribe button. Okay, I ain't got no check for you, but please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you later.